right, John. What was it like to have a top-selling single and a top-selling album and be on a world tour?
Well, the thing was that when I don't know, I've had a lot of discipline since I was a little kid. As far as, like, I used to practice guitar 10, 15 hours a day. Music was all I thought about all the time, and I'm just discipline. Real discipline is something that comes naturally. I mean, I wasn't disciplined by my parents or anything like that, except when they wouldn't let me go to a Black Flag show because they caught me smoking tea bags that I passed off to my friends as joints. But what was I saying?
You were talking.
So it was like I had so much discipline when we were the 6 months that we were writing that last record that I did with them that, like, it didn't even cross my mind once because I felt it would be unhealthy. It didn't even cross my mind once, the thought, this is music that we're making so we can sell records, so like maybe like millions of people can hear it if we write really good, like, hit songs and stuff. And I feel that it's because of that attitude that I the fact that I was able to just not even have that be a part of it. I just was in another dimension. I was just in a place where music and shapes and colors were all that existed. And then going out on tour, like, reality just hit me, like like I just hated the whole rock star thing, and I I wouldn't sign autographs. I would walk out of the dressing room, and if there would be like a crowd of like 100 people like waiting for me to walk out of the backstage into the bus, I'd just have a juice bottle with me all the time, and I'd break the bottle of juice, and the people would all like spread out, because there was all this glass flying all over the place, and I'd just run into the bus. So
you're pretty adamant about...
maybe some of them felt bad, but it was like if I was the kind of person who liked signing autographs, they wouldn't think I was as cool as they thought I was,
Yeah.
So it was just like, I mean, Anthony loves signing autographs, but like if, those aren't the kinds of things in life that when you spend your time and your energy loving them, that they really fulfill you.
So would you say you felt humbled by people approaching you for autographs?
No, I'm humble. That's something that I've been since I was a little, not only since I was a baby, and also worked really hard at.
Yeah.
And fucking, it's like it's just like, that's just not like, when you're talking to a fan, you're talking to somebody who's not talking to you. They're talking to a photograph. They're talking to their image of you. They're talking to a walking poster. And if you make the mistake of thinking that they're talking to you when they tell you that you're a genius or that you're so fucking, or whatever their fucking images of you, then if you believe it, then you, the real human being, dies. And that's why a lot of rock stars...
You become the poster.
So empty. Yeah, you become the poster.
That's pretty heavy. That's a pretty truthful and heavy way of...
I always felt that if somebody was going to ask you for something, like a fan asked you for an autograph, I'd heard all these people say, no, it's not cool to sign autographs. That's like a rock star thing. But my feeling was, and I did feel that it was a rock star thing, I felt it was a very egotistical, like, let's pump up the ego by signing autographs. But my excuse for doing that was I always felt that if somebody was going to take the time to ask you for your autograph, that you at least owed them that much time back.
And especially for someone like you who's just like, to me, I was just saying to Megan in the car, because I couldn't believe your number was listed. I go, fucking, he was more of a star to me than Elvis when I was a little kid. but nevertheless, the big part of the LA punk rock scene was that, that there weren't rock stars and that it was, and I asked the Mascara Snake for his autograph when I met him. from Trout Mask Replica. He's Don Van Vliet's cousin. You know, I mean, that was important to me. But living as an artist, you've got to live your life as a person, and like it's just like compliments. It's like I don't. It's like if somebody when somebody just compliments you, it goes to a part of your brain that I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not, like, I know that I'm good on stage. If somebody I really respect, or somebody who seems to really have an intense spirit about them, really felt something from it, that can mean something to me. But the standard compliment is like the autograph. It's just empty, and it's just like it goes to a part of my ego that I fucking keep shrunk up to the fucking size of an atom, you know, and I just don't want it there. You know, it's not necessary for me to do my best performing. And I just thought to keep myself closed in, smoke as much pot as possible all the time, drink red wine so my body wouldn't fucking be in pain all the time from driving on the bus all the time. I just hated it the whole time. I was only in the band because I love Flea more than anybody in the world. And Flea's like just the coolest, humblest, like nice, like considerate person that I've ever been friends with, and I felt, you know, I just felt bad about leaving, but after like a year of touring, I decided to do it.
How does being a solo artist now differ from your days with the Chili Peppers?
Well, when I put out that album, my first album, my next album will be out in like a month, but when I put out this record, some of it was recorded while I was in the Chili Peppers, because I didn't, I don't consider myself I was doing it, but where my real spirits come from, I am not like, a funk guitarist is not what I am, you know, and this was just music that I was making for my friends, and mainly for me to just trip out on, just to smoke pot and just to lay there in the dark and listen to really loud, just music that I wanted to hear that didn't have music that would be like as heavy as Jane's Addiction or something in as terms as the feelings that it gives you, but at the same time like had acoustic guitars and was more soothing, like Elton John or Tyrannosaurus Rex or something, like, or things that were more catchy, and also with the what they call weirdness, but to me it's just a more free expression of like Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band. It's just combinations of kinds of musics that I wanted to hear that I couldn't hear, so I would make them up myself and just listen to them for me. And I had no intention of releasing it, which is a cool thing, you know. It's the same kind of thing. So right now, but I didn't do any shows for it because I was you know, I mainly just stayed in a room and you know, and shot speedballs for like 5 years, you know. I mean, we had to record music once in a while, but spent a lot of time doing nothing. You know, right now I'm more willing to you know, come over here and do an interview. And, you know,
we appreciate it.
And go on tour and play shows and sort of give myself to the world if they want me, and if they don't want me, it's fine with me.